Hello everyone, my name is Vaughn. Nikon has just released a firmware update for its flagship camera, the Nikon Z9. Find out whether it's a good update and more on this photo news brief. First, let's talk about NikonUSA updating its website with a new tab. Look, they added a Cinema tab. Let's click it and see what happens inside. Let's select Z Cinema. It's a red Komodo with a Nikon 28-135 f4 PZ lens. There's nothing new here, but I will leave the link in the description below so you can read the article. And you can see what's going on with the release of the V-Raptor Z-mount and the Komodo X Z-mount digital cameras. Next, I want to talk about the firmware update for the Nikon Z9, released April the 15th, so it's brand new. It's firmware version 5.20. So this is a minor firmware update to add support and fix some bugs. I will leave the link in the description so you can download the update. And here is a quick summary of the update. It added support for NX Field, a remote shooting system for corporate users. It renamed D14 on the custom setting menu, and it fixed the following issues. Pressing the playback button after repeatedly shooting bursts would, in rare cases, corrupt the display of all images. I didn't witness that in my camera, but if it's yours, this is a fix. In rare circumstances, optimal exposure could not be achieved during burst shooting after changing the exposure in mode M, which is manual. In synchronized release, pressing the shutter release button of the master camera halfway initiated autofocus on the remote camera. Done. That was fairly quick. That wasn't lengthy at all. You probably thought you were getting a new autofocus update. Will I be updating my Nikon Z9? Nah, it works just fine. Let's move on to the next topic. As you might know by now, the Nikon ZF was updated to firmware 2.00. Watch last week's video. This firmware update added bird detect autofocus. NikonUSA on X, formerly known as Twitter, you gotta say all that, said they plan to add bird detect autofocus by the end of the year. But I need it now. The birds are flying all over the place in my neck of the woods. Finally, if you plan to buy a camera or a lens in the near future, now is the time to buy if you live in the US of A. Most companies are waiting to ship products to avoid high tariffs. So if you go into your local mom and pop camera store and they don't have the camera or lens in stock that you wanted, you'll have to wait or pay a higher price. Buy now. And that's it for this photo news brief. Hope I'll see you on the other side of the tariffs. Keep those fingers crossed. Please watch my other videos, and thanks for watching.